Welcome, all you adventurers and history buffs. We're hitting the 1970s highways, where station wagons ruled the road, maps were made of paper, and Route 66 still captured the nation's imagination. Join us as we cruise through classic cars, iconic routes, and quirky roadside attractions. From starlit campgrounds to neon-lit motels, we're revving up a ride filled with 70s spirit and soundtracks. Ready to roll? Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a nostalgic and thrilling ride down memory lane. The 1970s road trip experience would be incomplete without the iconic vehicles that made them possible. When we think of classic American cars, the Chevy Impala is one of the first that comes to mind. Its boxy silhouette and spacious interior made it a favorite among families. With ample seating and an expansive trunk, the Impala offered plenty of room for everything a road tripper might need. The comfortable ride and powerful engine made it a joy to drive, allowing drivers to cruise effortlessly down highways and back roads alike. And then there was the Volkswagen Microbus. The Volkswagen Microbus was more than just a vehicle. It was a symbol of freedom and the counterculture movement. Popular with hippies and free spirits, the microbus became synonymous with adventure. Its unique shape and bright, often hand-painted colors made it stand out on the road. Inside, the microbus offered space for sleeping, cooking, and living, allowing for a new kind of mobile freedom. It wasn't uncommon to see these vans packed with friends and adventurers, heading to music festivals, camping trips, or cross-country explorations. Perhaps the most quintessential vehicle of the 1970s road trip was the family station wagon. These cars were designed with families in mind, offering room for everyone and everything. The rear would often be packed with luggage, coolers, toys, and sometimes even the family pet. Kids would clamber over the back seats, playing games and watching the world go by through the windows. The station wagon was a home away from home, providing comfort and convenience for long journeys. As an emblem of American muscle, the Ford Mustang offered a sportier, more adventurous ride for those who craved speed and style. The growl of its engine and its sleek design made it a favorite for younger road trippers. Its image was one of rebellion and excitement, an invitation to take the road less traveled. The 1970s also saw a rise in the popularity of recreational vehicles and camper vans. These provided a self-contained travel experience with sleeping quarters, cooking facilities, and often even bathrooms. These were popular with retirees, families, and anyone looking to immerse themselves in the journey rather than just reach a destination. These iconic vehicles were not just part of the journey, they were the journey, a tangible connection to an era marked by exploration, family, and the open road. Now imagine these vehicles cruising down some of the most iconic routes in the United States. Picture the Pacific Coast Highway, a road that clings to the western edges of America, offering breathtaking views of the Pacific Ocean. Each curve of the road revealing a new vista. Rugged cliffs, expansive beaches, and quaint coastal towns. And then there's Route 66, the main street of America, stretching from Chicago to Los Angeles. It wound its way through small towns, past mom-and-pop diners, gas stations, and quirky roadside attractions, offering a slice of authentic Americana. Back then, the journey wasn't just about reaching the destination, it was about the landscapes witnessed, the characters met, and the shared family experiences along the way. Speaking of roadside attractions, the 1970s were a heyday for these eccentric spots. From the world's largest ball of twine in Kansas to the Cabazon dinosaurs in California, these often bizarre but charming landmarks offered amusement and a much-needed break from long hours on the road. Picture the delight of spotting a sign for a mysterious attraction just a few miles ahead and the sense of anticipation as you drew closer to it. Each one offered an opportunity for a fun photo op, a quick stretch of the legs, and an unforgettable family memory. The culture of the 70s road trip was one of togetherness and shared adventure. Families were confined to the limited space of their vehicles, leading to impromptu sing-alongs, road trip games like I Spy, or the ever-popular license plate game. Each stop at a roadside diner or a packed picnic lunch at a rest area provided a chance to sample local flavors and stretch weary legs. These moments, the camaraderie, the shared laughter, the occasional squabbles, became as memorable as the destination itself. And what was a road trip without its soundtrack? The radio was the lifeblood of the journey, with stations fading in and out as the miles rolled by. The era's popular rock bands like Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, or the Eagles served as the unofficial soundtrack of these journeys, their lyrics forever embedded in the memories of the travelers. Picture the static-laden sound of the radio, the joy of catching your favorite song just as it began, and the family joining in a car-wide sing-along. These songs often transcended mere entertainment. They told stories, expressed emotions, and reflected the spirit of the times. Whether it was the rebellious energy of rock or the soulful lyrics of folk, music allowed travelers to connect with broader cultural movements and feelings. Creating mixtapes was also a popular option. Carefully curated and recorded on cassette tapes, these personal compilations provided the perfect background for specific moments, landscapes, or moods. Years later, hearing one of those 70s hits could instantly transport someone back to a specific place, moment, or emotion from a road trip. Music has that magical ability to encapsulate memories, and those songs became forever linked with the landscapes, the people, and the experiences of the journey. As dusk fell, it was time to look for a place to rest. Families would pull into campgrounds, pitching tents under a star-studded sky, with air filled with the smell of campfires and the sound of nature's nocturnal orchestra. For others, roadside motels offered a taste of home comfort, a hot shower, cozy beds, and maybe even a small pool for a refreshing dip. Each night brought about a new location, a new surrounding to explore, and a new adventure. Each of these elements, the vehicles, the routes, the roadside attractions, the culture, the music, and the overnight stays, they all combined to create the magical experience that was a 1970s American road trip. As we look back, we can't help but feel a touch of nostalgia for those golden days of road tripping. As we pull into the end of our nostalgic journey, we're reminded of the magical allure that the open road held in the 1970s. From the roar of the classic family station wagon to the charm of the roadside attractions, from the melodies of rock and roll playing on the radio to the twinkling stars above a campsite, the essence of those times still echoes. These trips weren't just about reaching a destination. They were about family, discovery, and the sheer joy of adventure. So here's to the American road trip, to the memories made, the sights seen, and the bonds formed. If you enjoyed this little trip through time, consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. You'll get special perks and may even see your name right here on my next video. I'll leave a link to join down below. Now, share your own epic road trips in the comments below, and if you made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe, but most of all, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep that spirit of the open road alive, and remember, it's not just about the destination, but the journey that takes us there.